Hi, good day, everyone. I'm Alex Foong, coming to you from Malaysian Nature Society Nature-Grapher channel. We have with us today Mr. Choong, a professional photographer and a long-time member of the Malaysian Nature Society. Welcome, John. Can you share with us about your career as a professional photographer and your interest in Malaysian Nature Society?
I started photography during my school days. When the school has school sports and school concert, I was part of the photographers, the school photography society photographers taking pictures of all the functions. After leaving school, I worked as a dispatch. I started off as a dispatch with the photographic studio in Kuala Lumpur itself. And then I spent a lot of times delivering prints, collecting materials from the clients, come back and then we work on enlargement of the prints and then send it back to the clients. This is a kind of service that we do. And from there, I work out when my boss starts saying that, can you help me and carry my cameras and things like that. So we learn how to start setting up cameras, and after setting that, sometimes can you take these pictures, and then you learn to take. I learned to take those pictures, and then that's where the clients are happy with it. That's where the judgment says, "Oh, you are qualified as an assistant."
Wow, that's how the early days career evolved.
yeah, you have to work for it. There's no such thing. So I don't have a chance to go to college or university at that time, and the only school I know of is the famous school in the US, online or not corresponding course.
Oh yeah, ground up person. Yeah.
I didn't have much time on it. So those are the things that you have to learn and work on it, and then they come up. If you are not willing to learn, you won't get anything out of your career. When I was working quite stable, I used to go to these photo exhibitions and things. So that's where I met Kim Seng. That's where he showed me his homemade telescope, how he used it for spotting birds and things like that. And even he showed me that putting through the door, and then you look out, shoot away to the outside of a building tops. This is quite interesting. So I talked to him, and then we gathered a lot of information. I end up joining MNS. That was in 1991. I didn't do anything about it or active about it until in the year 2000s, when I start following birds, people's watching birds in groups, go out in the mornings and spend half a day and then come back. As I go on more and more, then I get more interested.
Oh, that's how you appreciate Malaysian Nature Society and being a member, and you have the opportunity to to mix with like-minded people. You have become more into nature photography. I've seen many of your nature photography works. Can you share with us how do you capture them, the wildlife, especially the sea lions, the seals, the portrait that you have taken it quite close? Do you take them in Falklands?
I was on a trip to South America, and then I added a side trip to Falkland. Usually the length of the trip, you have no choice but 1 week. The flight is once a week from Chile towns, Punta Arenas. So once you are there, you like it or not, you have to stay there until the next flight comes in, and then they pick you up.
Wow, that is a long trip, you know. When you want to go to Falklands, that means minimum is 7 days.
You have to be there 7 days. There's no flight going into the island except the military.
And I also have seen many nature photographers that you have taken back home. I've seen those that you have taken them in nature reserve in in Sabah, Sarawak, and also in the Peninsular Malaysia. How are those images taken? Like those civet cats, you know, the wild breeded pigs. You know, it's not easy to see wildlife, you know, wild animals in Malaysia. How was it captured? Can you share with us? You know, how is it being done?
Wild beard pigs and the civet cat comes in the night. They were looking for foods, and we heard some noises under the camp itself or the building. So we took out the torchlight and shine around, and we spotted there's wild pigs, the wild beard pigs. And then so I took my camera, put a flash on it, and took some pictures of it.
And also I've seen those images that you have shared, you know, those lantern bugs, the scorpions, you know, and spiders. Where are they? You know, where do you get them actually?
The lantern bugs was shot in Malaysia also.
Oh,
That one I don't have a macro lens with me because I don't want to carry so much equipment around. I just uses 24 to 135 zoom, and then I go as close as I can, and that one also with the camera flash itself.
I see.
The pop-up flash, and then because it's too dark, the pop-up flash, and then I just flash a few pictures, hoping to get it. And then the others, like the scorpions,
Yes.
and the others, I do
The
use
cicada, yeah.
Cicada. I use micro lens, and other insects which are small, I have to use micro lens.
Mm-hmm.
The only lenses the only insects there is the scorpion and the spiders. That I only have 500 lens attached to my camera because I was supposed to be shooting birds anyway. What I have, I just make my distance as close as possible and then just do a few shots of it. And it come out quite good.
Yeah.
And very, very sharp.
You have been sharing all those birds photographs. What actually draws you to have an interest in photographing them? Yeah, we know the birds are actually the jewels of the forest, and you know, they are very beautiful. Can you share with us, you know, some of the birds that you have captured, like this, what you call the oily sunbirds, and also certain woodpeckers that you have shared, the buff-rump woodpeckers, of course, the crimson wings.
The olive-back sunbirds,
yeah,
can be found all over the gardens, the taman, even in front of your house where there is flowers and all that. You can find them when there's flower seasons around. There are lots of them. All these those shots that I show you was just my neighbor's flowers was blooming. So
as a photographer, it's actually those are your what you call your practice bird shots, you know, before you go more serious into it.
Yeah, that's the way. If you don't do it, you don't have an opportunity to compare what you have done and how can you get better. Then the other close by are these rivers, nearby rivers, where there's night herons always stand on the rocks, and then they were waiting for the fish to come down. Almost every day I went around, I see the different posts.
Different posts. Yes, I'm seeing some of your water birds, you know, especially also the green back heron. I think that the shots You know, at one glance, I wasn't very enticed into it, but after the second glance, I can see, you know, the head that was so well taken. You know, you can even see the head under the water, and it's so clear.
All these birds are on a wire or on the edge of the structure, waiting for some kind of food to come out from there. And then this bird must have found something in the water that he went deep down to catch it. And he did catch it, a small bit of it.
And also some house swallows, you know, a barn swallow that you have shared with us. You know, they looks very pretty, you know, after observing in the photos, you know, more so on the photograph than the actual birds. Probably it's too very small and they're very far away. But I look at it, so actually, it's a very beautiful bird.
These two birds, I took it just for comparison. How a house swallow look like, how a barn sparrow look like. And then there is another Pacific swallow. I haven't got that image yet. So I don't know how to compare these three pictures.
I see. Yeah, some of them are actually fly very fast, you know, they sweep left and right. Yeah, so it's not easy to track them. Also, I've seen you sharing the puffin birds. Where are they shot?
The puffin is one of my favorite birds. Even I had not seen it alive personally. I like the birds. And so when I have an opportunity on trips to Iceland, I took it up, and then that was a 14 days trip.
Oh, you photographed it in Iceland?
I still follow company in Iceland. Oh. There were other birds too, offshore birds. And we went to a side of a hill, walking up, and then you see these birds suddenly flew off from the ground. You can't see them where they come from. I understand from the guide that they have a barrel inside very deep where they are nesting. As they fly in and out, they sometimes landed just beside your leg or near your leg. That's where their nest is actually, or the entrance of the barrel.
So they are very docile and they are not afraid of people.
They are not shy of people. In fact, I noticed that most of the foreign birds they are not shy. Maybe because they've been fed or something like that.
I also see your rainbow lorikeets. Where is this being shot? It's so colorful.
This rainbow lorikeet I shot it in Gold Coast in Australia. It's on this is inside the park, the Lone Pine Sanctuary, where they have lots of kangaroo and koala bears. This bird was right on the top of the wires, and they're very close by. So I just took a few shots of it.
John, you must be a very patient person. Is it true that you return multiple times, you know, to the same place, you know, to get that perfect shots, or you know, or some people say, you know, it's just a lucky shot.
Lucky, you don't know when you are lucky. Perfect, also you don't know when it's going to be perfect. So if you are there when the birds are there, you can keep on shooting. What the birds do, you just keep on shooting. So what come May, then at the end you process the image, then you will know what you got.
Oh, so you must be very patient, you know, observing the birds, the behavior, the character of the birds, you know, the habitats. So you need to understand their, you know, the very nature, you know, of the birds in order to photograph them. And I'm sure that it's not a lucky shot that a lot of people say, you know.
You have to understand the birds and their conditions, what they are doing. Are they nesting or are they just looking for food? If they are taking along their junior along with them to look for food, you can see it's all different.
Yeah.
That's I observed in Bukit Kiara when we were Barbet area,
Oh,
and then how the wait outside, and then they dare not go in. They can see you far away, and then they one move, then they just hang around, and then they
I
flew off.
see. I see.
They
They're
all
very
kind.
shy. Yeah.
They are very shy.
As compared with the puffins,
Oh,
our local birds are
that's a big difference, you know. That's a big difference with this puffin and local birds here. Even the woodpeckers, whatever brands or types of woodpeckers, they are quite shy. I mean, they're full of.
yeah.
Maybe the only one I observed is the Pygmy woodpecker.
Mhm.
They are more not shy again. They are not afraid. They see you clearly, or I see them clearly, then they roar.
I see.
To get that shots, I usually take a few shots and move a few steps in, closer. Took another few shots, move closer. Took another few shots, move closer. When they see the barrel coming so close, they roar.
I see. Yeah, I also understand that you have some landscape images to share. Can you tell us more about them? I've seen the KL sky whale, and also the sunrise over the hills where you have some low clouds. You have very nice rock formation on the hills.
The KL night view is the panorama shots. I take about 4 pictures to stitch them up together. That's a panorama shots, and it was taken at about 8 something in the night. It was quite interesting. I also do hope maybe Venice is a festival, more of the buildings are light up, it could be more beautiful or more colorful. And then the other thing is the Danum Valley sunrise, where the cloud is.
Oh, that is Danum Valley.
This is a Danum Valley sunrise. This is very, very nice. And then I have another there is with a hut on the side. That one I don't have a zoom lens. Otherwise, I can pull out a little bit wider so I can see the hut and the wider area. That's also a sunset shot.
I see. The rock formation mountains, where is it captured?
The rock formation mountain is in China, Gansu province in Zhangye.
Joe Park, is it? No, it's not Joe Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Park. Yeah.
And that's very interesting. You go different type or different time, you get different kind of colors from the mountain.
Yeah. And also the shots on the valley, where was that captured?
The green shots in the valley was in Malaysia.
Oh, there's a Malaysia shots.
From the highest hill that you have to climb up, and then it looked down. That's the best I can shot. There's no sunlight, nothing that day when it was.
Also, the back one is actually the rim of Malaysia Basin.
As we walk up to the rims, and then they look down, and then but the other side, both sides are all trees and all that, so I can't get a clear view of it.
Yeah,
this is the best shots I can figure out.
John, you have shared a lot of beautiful images of nature, and can you share with us how can your images play a role in conservation?
Let's take, for example, the Malaysia mountain view or the valley shot, Malaysia valley shot. Today you took a pictures, it's green and beautiful. Maybe in another 2 years, it's different, dry up. or a lot of trees have been drying out. If that is happened, then you know it's something like climate changes.
Yes.
And then if you go further, you may be able to see people cutting down the trees. That is deforesting already. To show that it takes time and be there at a different time to have the pictures to compare. That's how I look at it.
Mhm. How about those birds images relate to conservation?
Birds are all in the forest and they are wild and they're looking for food. If you have no trees around, no fruits, or no insects, then they will go somewhere else. Just like, for example, will you think they start to defrost Pukikera? Too many mosquitoes. What happens if they do that? All the insects die. Birds will go away. And you take them a year or years before they come back. That's how I look at it. I have this experience here in my garden, in the place where I live. The other morning, about 7 o'clock, they were defrogging mosquitoes and things like that. After that, there's no bird around because the smell is still around. Now it's already more than a week. Still no birds around. The one that I used to see is the Coppersmith Barbet right in front of my house on the top of a tree. I have some photograph of that also, quite small actually. I don't see them anymore. Even the Ivola or something like the birds.
Yes.
Also, you don't see them anymore. Maybe it takes a long time for them to come back.
So what you're trying to share with us, John, is the ecosystem must be intact for nature to survive. So that's what you're trying to share is even fogging, you remove the insects, it actually disrupt the ecosystem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah. So it's very important that we need to, have a holistic conservation message to, to those in authorities, so that so that our nature in the city can be also well preserved and the bird life are well, our nature are well balanced.
Maybe another way we can do is feed the birds. I know that in the United States, near the Arizona or somewhere there, they plant those corn. Every season they plant those corn, and then that's where all the migrating birds came over for their foods. You know how much effort they can do, they have to do. The whole thousands of acres, those corns could be used for feed those poor people in Africa or anything like that. But they give it to the birds. So which is right, which is wrong, I don't know. Here the people are poor, they want the food. Here the side, the birds need to feed because they are migrating. If there is no food, they will be dying all over the way. So they are getting less and less birds around.
So the birds actually play a role in the ecology of the place, and and also the tourism. I'm sure a lot of bird watchers around.
Right.
And they need to balance that. Okay, thank you, John, for sharing with us these beautiful nature images today, and also some landscape of the city. I'm sure the audience have enjoyed them. Thank you for following us on Naturegrapher channel, and do hit the subscribe button for more coming episode. So thank you, John, for sharing this evening.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye bye.